Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Giggity. Real name is Mark, and in today's video we're going to be going over what I believe to be is the best sniper in each Call of Duty. Notice how I said I believe, because this is a personal opinion list, so if you disagree, that's totally fine. There are actually a couple of these games where I know you're going to disagree because I know I'm the minority, and it's my, I think that this sniper is better than the more popular sniper, and I know people are going to disagree with me on that, and that's okay. That's just how the cookie crumbles. But yeah, I freaking love sniping. It's easily my favorite playstyle in Call of Duty games, and so I was like, you know what, let's make a video all about sniping. Also, for those who don't know, this is a brand new channel, so I'm not asking you guys to subscribe, I'm not asking you guys to go like the video or anything like that, but what I would like is feedback. If you guys see anything in this video, or you think of any video ideas that you guys want to see or anything like that, I love that. I mean, I'm talking to people right now, like I have people that are going to actually watch this video, but chances are no one will. But either way, if you do see this video, give me some recommendations or something, give me some feedback, I'd greatly appreciate it. And the last thing I wanted to bring up is that these are going to only be real snipers, because I know some games like Modern Warfare 2019 had like the SPR or the Car 98K. Those are technically marksman rifles, so we're not going to bring up those. We're just talking about true sniper rifles. If they're in the sniper rifles class, they count. Marksman rifles do not count. Oh, and final thing is Merry Early Christmas. This video is going to be going live on December 22nd, so if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Early Christmas. We're only 3 days away. I cannot wait. It's the best holiday of the year. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. I hope you guys have a good holidays. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it with COD4. We're going to be going in order of the releases of the Call of Duties, obviously, and we're going to be skipping the first 3 because I never played those games. So in COD 4 Modern Warfare, the first time Call of Duty's multiplayer really took off, they changed the formula with this bad boy. They were like, you know what, we're going to make one of the best-selling video game series of all time. Like, this is going to be just peak gameplay here. And they released COD 4 Modern Warfare, and they were not wrong. And they also released, with COD 4 Modern Warfare, the R700, baby. The R700 is where it started. This is where quickscoping literally freaking was born. Like, before this happened, was quickscoping even a term? I highly doubt it. Was there other games where people were quickscoping in it, like Metal Gear Solid or something? Like, was it like a James Bond 007 GoldenEye that like people were quickscoping in? Maybe, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure this gun is what started it all. The R700 it's the granddaddy, not even the granddaddy, it's like the not even the great granddaddy. This is the like relative that your family talks about at Christmas or something, because they're like, oh my god, he was such a legendary warrior back in the medieval times of sniper rifles. It's a beast. World at War, probably one of my least played Call of Duty titles besides the first 3. I know, crazy, but in my opinion, from what I can remember with World at War, and from what I've seen online too, I think most people are going to agree with me here, the PTRS-41 is the best. It was an anti-tank sniper that you could obviously use on infantry, and that is a deadly combo. I mean, dude, getting hit with an airsoft sniper in real life hurts me. Like, I'm down for the count if somebody hits me with a Nerf gun. Imagine getting hit with a freaking anti-tank round from a sniper. No, thank you. And the fact that people were quickscoping with this too is the most unrealistic thing of all time. This is a anti-tank weapon. It took them probably like 10 years just to pick this thing up and set it up, and people were quickscoping with it in World at War. That's hilarious. But of course, Modern Warfare 2 is next, and this is not a surprise to absolutely anybody. It's the Intervention. The Intervention is probably the most legendary sniper rifle of every Call of Duty game ever made. Like, hands down, I would die on that hill. Like, I think the Intervention is probably... oh my god, it's iconic. Like, it is so iconic. The amount of trick shots we got with Modern Warfare 2. I understand that COD 4 is what started quickscoping, don't get me wrong, but Modern Warfare 2 is what really put it in like the mainstream light of Call of Duty games. Like, people actually understood what this was at this point, and people were like, everybody wanted to be a quickscoper. Like, you know how nowadays, for some reason, everyone wants to be the best of the best. Like, they don't care about getting cool quickscoping clips. No, they care about having the best KD and having the best rank in ranked mode. But back in the day, that wasn't the case. Nobody cared about being the best of the best. All they wanted to do was get crazy clips with their snipers, and the Intervention was the one for it. Black Ops 1, the first Call of Duty I ever played, and in my opinion, the best sniper in that game, and one of the most nostalgic sniper rifles for me, is the L96A1. The L96A1, even in Black Ops 1, where sniping was literally like a sin. If you sniped, Call of Duty headquarters would like come to your house, knock on your door, and when your mother answered the door, like, "Oh, hello, sweet boys, would you like some cookies?" They would punch you in the face. Like they hated sniper rifles in Black Ops 1 for some reason. But the L96A1 prevailed. It still came out and was like, "We're gonna put on a show. I don't care if for some reason when you aim down your sights with a sniper rifle, it's gonna aim slightly to the left or slightly to the right for God knows what reason. I don't care if Treyarch for some reason hates sniping and doesn't want us to snipe whatsoever in Black Ops 1. We're gonna try our best." And that's what the L96A1 did, and it did it with pride. Modern Warfare 3. This is the first Call of Duty that I really took seriously with my sniping. This is where I would say Modern Warfare 3 is where I gained like 70% of my sniping knowledge. I'm not even joking. Like this is where I began. And in my opinion, the MSR is so much better than the L118. There is a couple other ones like the AS50, and you got the RSASS, and then you had the Dragunov as well. Those were semi-auto, and even though I guess maybe you can make an argument that they were better, I don't even care. The MSR is iconic, man. The MSR was so fast, such a powerhouse. The amount of clips that people hit with the MSR was awesome. Golden MSR was gorgeous. It wasn't as gorgeous as the Golden L96A1. Don't get me wrong, okay? Stop getting me wrong. Are you getting me wrong right now? I cannot believe you, buddy. The MSR is a beast. Black Ops 2. It is time to end the age-old debate. I would say almost every Call of Duty has one definitive best sniper in the game, except Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 could be made for an argument for either of them, but I think the Ballista slightly outclasses the DSR. I think the DSR is just too slow, and that's the big argument there. The DSR is slightly slower than the Ballista. However, the Ballista will get more hit markers than the DSR will, so you have a bit of a trade-off there. But I think the Ballista is reliable enough, and you can't really get hit markers on somebody if you don't have enough time to aim down sights and kill them, and that used to be the problem with the DSR. You just didn't have enough time to actually get your shot off in the first place. At least with the Ballista, you could take that chance, and yes, maybe sometimes it would end in a hit marker, but sometimes it would give you the kill, and that makes it slightly better. The Ballista, as we all know though, is freaking iconic. It's probably the second most iconic sniper in the entire COD series. Call of Duty Ghost. Yeah, I'm a Call of Duty pro, drop shot in kids everywhere I go. It's going to the wonderful USR. I mean, this is not there's nothing. I mean, what do you got? The L118A? I sound like a Canadian trying to say it. The L118A. I didn't mean it like that, but that's what it was. The L118A. That thing was too slow. The USR, fast. We're talking BMW M4 fast. Dodge Challenger Hellcat fast. Dodge Viper ACR fast. This thing was a quick boy, and it was great. Ghost did everything wrong except for sniping, and the USR was the best one for that. It was a really fun sniper rifle to use. Really, just fun overall. They need to bring something like this back, in my opinion. For those who don't know, I have multiple other YouTube channels, 3 of them to be exact, and before I started recording this video, I recorded 2 videos for 2 of my other channels, and since I have had a cold for the past couple days, it's getting better, but now my throat is like super dry, and so at this point, I am literally like trying to talk through a Sahara desert of a throat right now. My throat is so dry, you could use it to sand down a car before prepping it for paint. It is truly the driest thing in the world. So if I sound like raspy or anything like that, that's the reason why, and I apologize. Either way, Advanced Warfare, it's obviously the Moors. The Moors is so unbelievably good, and the fact that nobody really played Advanced Warfare that much means that nobody really knows how great the Moors was, and that makes me so mad. Like, that makes me so upset. No one talks about the Moors. No one gives the Moors any credit because no one really played Advanced Warfare, and it was an amazing gun. Yes, the reload speed was kind of annoying, but it was still a heavy-hitting beast of a gun in that game. Also, really quickly, I took a bite of a chocolate. Like, I have a Reese's chocolate next to me, and I thought that would help with my sore throat. Oh my god, it made it so much worse. I literally feel like my throat somebody just poured lava down it. Coming in for Black Ops 3, my favorite multiplayer Call of Duty multiplayer of all time, and in my opinion the best sniper is the Locust. The SVG 100 was good, and the PO6, I think that's what it was called, the P06, that was not, in my opinion, that good. I've heard other people say, yeah, it's pretty good, man. I didn't think it was. And then they had a semi-auto gun in that game too. I can't remember what it was. Oh, the Drakon That sucked. I hated that thing. But either way, yeah, I think the Locust was the best. It was the fastest. That tends to be the thing. They usually tend to release one bolt-action sniper rifle that's quick, but will get some hit markers, and then one bolt-action sniper rifle that's slow and doesn't get as many hit markers. And usually it tends to be the one that's faster, that gets some hit markers, that is better than the one that's slow but doesn't get hit markers. And that's the case with Black Ops 3. The Locust was so iconic, they brought it back in Black Ops 4, and it was also incredible in that game. Don't think it's the best of that game, but it was incredible in that game as well. The Black Ops 3 Locust is a beast, and it is clear, since my Black Ops 3 is my favorite multiplayer, one of my favorite snipers of all time. Like, I hit so many cool clips with this thing. I used to go back into freaking Black Ops 3 bots and just play quick scoping the bots because I could actually get clips with it, and with the Locust it was that much fun. But either way, Infinite Warfare, and we are going to be going with the Widowmaker. The Widowmaker is pretty much the Infinite Warfare's version of the Intervention. They brought it back and they were like, hey, we're going to name it something different though for God knows what reason, and so here you go. Here's the Widowmaker. That's obviously a cool name. Making somebody into a widow because she lost her husband is, I mean, that's just baller right there, I'm not gonna lie. But nobody played Infinite Warfare, so the Widowmaker unfortunately didn't really become notorious. What's the word I'm looking for? Notoriety, whatever. It didn't really become a powerhouse, a staple of the sniping world, because who cared about Infinite Warfare sniping? Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, sorry, I know this is really late into the video and I'm just like interrupting the video out of nowhere to mention this, but I do have 3 other channels, and so if my voice sounds familiar, if you guys are like, wow, this guy seems like he's really confident in front of a camera, like, how is this guy doing that? Because I know that some people always are like, oh, I tried talking to a camera, but I was so shy. I've had practice, okay? I've been a YouTuber full-time for like 2 years now. I've been making YouTube for like 4 years now, so like, that's why, okay? I have other channels. Either way, Modern Warfare Remastered, it's the R700. It's pretty much the same thing I said about Modern Warfare COD4. It applies to this. Obviously, they did include a couple DLC weapons in Modern Warfare Remastered. I didn't think any of them were better than the R700, so we're just gonna go with that. But Call of Duty World War II is going to be going to the Lee Enfield. The World War II surprisingly actually had a pretty decent amount of good snipers in this game, but the Lee Enfield was clearly the best. It was fast, but heavy-hitting machine. World War II sniping, for some reason, didn't really take off. I loved it. I always thought World War II sniping was really, really fun, actually, but nobody else really seemed to care for it. The one thing I loved about World War II sniping, by the way, they brought back the World at War sniping thing, where if you got a headshot, it made the distinctive, like, ping noise, and it was oh so good. Oh so freaking good. It was amazing. But either way, I do think the Lee Enfield outshines the Kar98K, and then I think there was one other that they had, but the other one that was really dominant was the Kar98K, and I think the Lee Enfield absolutely demolished it. Black Ops 4 actually had a pretty decent number of good sniper rifles because of DLC weapons, but I'm going to go with a base game weapon, the Koshka. I think the Koshka was way better than the Paladin, the Locust, and then they even had another one that I can't think of off the top of my head right now that was not that bad, but I think the Koshka was the best. Then they also came out with the Koshka Mark II variant, which was even better. If you ended up getting that, it was even better, but either way, the regular Koshka was good enough. It was a quick scoping beast. It looked absolutely weird, definitely one of the weirdest looking, like, good snipers we've had, and it didn't feel like a sniper. Like, you would shoot it and it didn't feel like it was hitting like a truck anymore. It just felt like it was like ping, 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 ping. It wasn't like cool, you know, it just felt kind of like weird, but it was a beast, and I love it for that. Modern Warfare 2019, the quote-unquote revival of Call of Duty. In my opinion, it was the death of Call of Duty, because this is when they came out with Warzone, strict skill-based matchmaking, and trying to sell every single thing that they could possibly can in a shop for $20. But either way, Modern Warfare 2019, the best sniper was the AX50. Again, we're not breaking up marksman rifles, so no, we're not talking about the Kar98K. No, we're not talking about the SPR. The regular old sniper rifles, the AX50 was an absolute unit. This freaking gun felt like it was a beast in your hands. It was miles better than the HDR. The HDR was unfortunately way too heavy to be any good, and the AX50 was not that heavy, so it was actually decent. Oh my god, the amount of really cool clips, since movement was like a new thing in this game too. People were going crazy with crazy movement, and they were like making these insanely cool clips that I could never in a million years try and reenact, and it was just awesome. The AX50 is, it felt like the revival of like old school Call of Duty search and destroy matches. Only search and destroy, everything else butt cheeks, but search and destroy with the AX50, oh yeah. Black Ops Cold War actually had some decent snipers. It had the Swiss, which wasn't bad. It had the AMR, which was a semi-auto, but was not bad. And then it also had the LW3 Tundra. The LW3 Tundra was, in my opinion, the best sniper in that game. It was a perfect combination of heavy hitting but good quick aim down sight speed. You know, they also did have like a even faster sniper rifle than this. I know the Swiss was faster, but they even had another one that was even faster, and I can't think of it right now. The UGR or something? What was it called actually? Black Ops Cold War Snipers. I'm gonna look that up real quick because I cannot remember what it was called. Give me 1 second. It was called, nope, that's not what we're on. Where is this? The R700? It was like the R700, but it wasn't called the R700. I don't remember what the thing was freaking called. But either way, that one was faster than it, and it was just, like, other people might say that was the better one, but I don't know, man. I think the LW3 Tundra was definitely the better one. It was so good. All right, I looked it up off screen real quick. It was called the Pellington 703. That was driving me insane. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Either way, Vanguard. Oh boy, everybody's least favorite Call of Duty game. I hate it too, don't get me wrong, but I do think it's overhated. I think people hate on it way too much. They're like, this is the worst COD ever made. And while I do agree, it's pretty horrendous, I still think it was a pretty fun time. The Vanguard best sniper in my opinion was the Kar98K. They actually had some decent snipers in Vanguard, the 3-line rifle being the main other competitor, but I think the Kar98K was just, oh my god, it was freaking dominant. I wanted to make this whole video without including a Kar98K. I thought I was going to do it too. I thought the Kar98K was not going to make it in this video, but then Vanguard came around and it just had to ruin everything like it did when it came out. It was just so dominant in this game. It was so freaking dominant with the movement, the Kar98, oh yeah, it was too good. It was too good. Kar98K, probably one of the most iconic snipers at this point, because it's been a marksman rifle in almost every Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 222, Modern Warfare 222, 2022. This one with so many twos. In my opinion, the best sniper is the FJX Imperium, which is actually a DLC sniper. We almost did this entire list without a single DLC sniper. Can you guys believe that? No, none of these guns were DLC added on later. Actually, I think the Cold War LW3 Tundra might, no, actually no, it was not. Yeah, so no, this is the only one so far that was a DLC sniper, but it's just too good. It's the Intervention remade, and everybody was kind of worried when they came out with it, like, oh, are you going to do a disservice to the Intervention? I don't think they did. There is a couple others that people will be like, no, I think this one's better, I think this one's better. I don't know. I think the like the MCPR 300 or whatever it's called, that gun, I don't think that's better than it, man. I think the FJX Imperium is miles better. Then they had like the Signal 50. If you think the Signal 50 is better than the FJX Imperium, you got a problem, man. Like that's just not the case. Coming in to Modern Warfare 2023, Modern Warfare 323. I hate these CODs names. I don't know why they had to do this, but either way, it's the Moors, another DLC sniper. I'm sorry, I was gonna do the XRK Stalker, but I couldn't do it. The Moors is too freaking good. The Moors is such an absolute unit. Like, it is just such a good sniper. I forget what all the other sniper rifles are in this game. These games have such forgettable weapons. Like, I'm sorry, but they do. No one's gonna remember 10 years from now. No one's gonna be like, oh my god, do you remember how good the Striker was? Do you remember how good the Rival 9 was? Like, no one's gonna remember those names, man. They're just so forgettable. Either way, in this game, the freaking Moors is unbelievable. Its aim down sight speed is truly ridiculous. Like, it shouldn't be a possibility. They had, like, I just looked it up real quick because it was going to drive me insane, the longbow. Like, people are going to be like, oh, the longbow was better because it had a faster aim down sight speed. No, it didn't. I mean, it did, but it's not a sniper. It shouldn't even count as a sniper, okay? It was too fast. It was like, and then you got, like, okay, you can bring up the old LW or MW2 snipers too, because they had like the Signal 50 and the MCPR. You could use those guns in Modern Warfare 23. I'm not counting that. It should be a Modern Warfare 3 exclusive gun in my opinion, and so that's why I'm going to say that I think the freaking Moors is easily the best one. The Cat AMR? I don't like the Cat AMR. The KV inhibitor doesn't even count. The Victus XMR? No. XRK Stalker is the only one that I think has a fight, and I still don't think it holds a candle. But Black Ops 6, the newest Call of Duty in the game, and actually the snipers have had a good start. We got the AMR Mod 4 already a new sniper. If they keep this up, give us some nice new snipers, man, we'll be happy. But either way, I think the best sniper rifle in the game is the LW3A1 Frostline, the L9, the L96A1. It's that's what it is. I don't know why they keep changing the name. They're weird. But either way, it's the best sniper. It is the faster one that gets some more hit markers than the LR762 does. But God, is it a beast. The LR is just too... It's just too heavy. It's too heavy. The AMR Mod 4 does seem good, but it's also heavy. It's just not a hit marker machine at all, though. I don't think it's possible to get a hit marker with the AMR, which is obviously pretty good. And then the Dragunov sniper, the SVD or whatever it's called, that thing is just, oh my god, butt. It is just straight up butt. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or butt cheeks about it. It's just boogers. Like, that gun's butt cheeks. But the LW3A1 Frostline, while it does get a lot of hit markers, and that's unfortunate, it's the best sniper in the game. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video ranking the best sniper rifle in each Call of Duty game. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the second video ever on this channel, so like I said in the intro, I would love some feedback, my friendo. Again, I do want to apologize for if I sounded raspy or anything like that, because I do have that wonderful, amazing cold. And again, this is all personal opinion, so if you watch any of these things and you got upset about that, I really apologize. And again, this is also all just only true sniper rifles. Okay, so if you guys are like, well, what about the Kar 98K SPR, blah blah blah, those are technically marksman rifles, that's why we did not include them, so sorry about that. Again, since this is a new channel, I would really appreciate any sort of feedback, any sort of, you know, subscriptions or likes or dislikes or comments or death threats or any of those things. It would be great. I would love it. I would love it a lot. And I guess that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say, unfortunately. I wish I could talk to you guys longer. I love talking to people, man. I just like to talk. If I'm not talking, I'm overthinking, and that's never fun. What's the other thing I wanted to say, man? I can't remember. Cannot remember. Oh yeah, like I said before in the video, I just want to bring up, if my voice sounds familiar or something like that, this is my 4th YouTube channel, okay, and I have other channels, so you might know me from another one, but that's all I wanted to say. Anyways, thanks for the end of today's video. Sorry for wasting so much of your time in this outro. I'm a very bad YouTuber, and I can never keep my mind straight because I'm always overthinking and stuff like that. But yeah, today's December 22nd. Happy or Merry early Christmas, happy early holidays, or happy holidays if it's already happened, or if it's happening for you. Happy holidays. But whatever, I hope you guys are having a great time of year. This is my favorite time of year by far. I freaking love it. It's amazing. So hope you guys are too. But das vidanya, and have a nice night.